Good morning, dear students. Welcome back again with a new lesson of Science 1 Work and Energy. Now, work and energy, somewhat they are similar in terms, but then little difference is there. The units are same, but the definition is little bit different. Let's see how they are different from each other. Generally, any mental or physical activity is referred as work. That is, if we are studying, or we are dancing, or walking, all this is work. This is general terms. But according to physics, unless and until there is no displacement or movement from one place to another, then it is not called as work. Walking, running requires energy to perform work. Studying girl performs mental work. In physics, work is said to be done when force is applied on an object causes displacement of the object. We have learned that work done by a force act on an object is a product of the magnitude of force and the displacement of the object. So whenever force is applied, definitely work is done. In order to perform work, force is there, displacement is there. Force and displacement both are existing, then definitely work is done. But either force is not there or displacement is not there, only force is there, or only displacement is there, no force is there. Under all these conditions, the work done is said to be zero. Now, what if in case the direction of the object is inclined? Under that condition, how much will be the work done? How to calculate the work done? You can see your object is pushed in an inclined direction. Then two components are formed, F and F1. Between F and F1 there is one angle formed. We have given the name as theta. Theta is any small angle. This is the string where force is applied in an inclined direction. And this is F1 is the direction in which the displacement is taking place. Under this condition, what will be the work done? Let F be the applied force and F1 be its component in the direction. Then, what will be the expected force? Let S be the displacement and the amount of work done is given by W equals to F1 into S. As per the formula for the work done is defined as product of magnitude of force and the magnitude of displacement. We can determine the component F1 by means of trigonometry. Trigonometry will be taught to you when in maths 2 trigonometric lesson. By the time you have to remember that formula for the cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So here cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Then if adjacent, then with respect to diagram, adjacent component of adjacent is F1 and component of hypotenuse is F. Then after cross multiplying, we get F1 equals to F cos theta. Put this value in this formula W equals to F1S. What do we get here? W equals to F cos theta S. Therefore, W equals to Fs cos theta. Now, what are the possibilities? Range of work done depend upon the angle in which displacement force is applied. See here, theta equals to 0. Theta equals to 0. So cos 0 is 1. So if you apply, put it into the formula, then work done will be F into S, which is nothing but positive. Whereas if theta equals to 90, cos 90 is 0, the work done is also 0. Whereas if theta is 180 degree, then force applied is in opposite direction, then cos 180 is minus 1 and therefore work done will be negative. When F and S are in the same direction, theta is equal to 0, work done by force is positive. When F and S are in opposite direction, theta equals to 180, work done by the force is negative. When object applied force does not cause any displacement, or when F and S are perpendicular to each other, perpendicular means 90 degree to each other, that is theta equals to 90 degree, work done by the force is 0. In order to explain this kind of work done, here one example is that suppose an artificial satellite is moving around the earth. Artificial satellite, we are launching the satellite in the orbit of the earth. Now work done by the satellite by the force of the earth, the total work done is said to be 0. Why it is 0? Let's see how. Suppose an artificial satellite is moving around the earth in a circular orbit. As a gravitational force acting on the satellite along the radius of the circle, and its displacement is along the tangent to the circle. Radius of the circle, tangent to the circle. Radius and tangent both are perpendicular to each other. Means angle between the force and the angle between the two component of the force is 90 degree. That is cos 90. Cos 90 implies 0, which gives clear indication that work done will be 0. Unit of work. Work equals to force into displacement. Unit of force equals to Newton. Unit of displacement is meter. Thus, unit of work done is Newton meter, is also called as joule. In MKS, 1 joule equals to 1 Newton into 1 meter. In CGS, 1 erg equals to 1 dyne into 1 centimeter. Relationship between Newton and dyne. 1 Newton equals to 10 raised to 5 dyne. 1 meter equals to 10 raised to 2 centimeter. Now put this value in the formula of work done. 1 joule equals to 1 Newton into 1 meter. 1 Newton is nothing but 10 raised to 5 dyne. 1 meter is nothing but 10 square. And together we get 1 joule equals to 10 raised to 7 erg. This is the relation between joule and erg in MKS and CGS. We are already aware about the energy. Energy is nothing but the capacity to do any kind of work. The capacity of a body to perform work is called as energy. The unit of work and energy are same. Both have same unit called as joule in MKS and erg in CGS. Mechanical, heat, light, sound, chemical, electromagnetic, nuclear, solar, etc. are different forms of energy. We are going to study two different forms of energy in future, that is kinetic energy and potential energy. I hope so whatever topic is explained is understood to you. Remaining part we'll do it later on. Have a great day.